Today's 895th day that I'm here to lessons to learn. I'm learning how to support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about dreams, sleeping dreams, the dreams that are showing up in your mind when you are sleeping. They are very, very powerful things if you're able to use them. Most of the time I was just dreaming, and I used to think that dreams are just something that show up for no reason whatsoever. But I think that sometimes we're able to gather a lot of right information if you just are willing to really look into them, reflect on them, and what they are showing. Because for me, I sleep very well most time. I sleep like dead. I fall asleep and I wake up in the morning, and I don't remember anything. I don't remember any sleeps whatsoever. But sometimes I remember. And those dreams, most of them are very vivid, and those dreams are, a lot of times, are the same dreams that I have dreamt before. There's one dream that I was dreaming all the time, and I was never reflecting on them. And I think a lot of times is that you have something to deal with, and then you're not able to really dream anything else because you didn't focus on fixing the one thing that your mind potentially could show to you. Because I think that there's a subconscious mind and conscious mind, subconscious mind and conscious mind, and dreams sometimes is a communication from subconscious mind to conscious mind. And of course, sometimes we do not understand because subconscious mind, the communication to our conscious could be very, very difficult to understand. Because subconscious mind is majority of our knowledge, majority of our understanding. Basically, conscious mind is 1%, and 1 or 2% of all the knowledge that we have, all the wisdom we have. And 99% of all the knowledge, all the wisdom is in our subconscious mind. And sometimes we're able to tap into that. I think the more we're able to tap into subconscious mind, the more we're able to gather more information and to really live a better life. So I truly believe that sometimes we need to really reflect on our dreams and really ask ourselves, what kind of message our subconscious mind is sending to us? What kind of message subconscious mind is sending to our conscious mind that we're able to gather that information and really use to better our life? Now, of course, we're not able to spend all day long reflecting on all the dreams and then not do anything about it. But really reflecting just a little bit as well sometimes could be massive value. So today we'll share like few things that potentially what dreams could potentially sending us. What kind of message dreams could send us? So number one is unresolved issues. Unresolved issues. It might be that you are denying some kind of emotions. Maybe you're denying some kind of lessons that you need to learn. Maybe you just not accepting that you are still hurt from the last disappointment, some mistake, maybe massive disappointment or regret. And you didn't heal through that. So that means that dreams could send back you in that moment to say that, hey, like, our subconscious mind, our body, our emotions is not healed yet. Maybe address that. Maybe improve that. Maybe find a way how you're able to really think it through, feel it through, and making sure that you resolve this issue, resolve this failure, resolve this disappointment, or whatever it is that you potentially dreaming about it. Because if you dream about it, that means that there is something there that you can potentially solve it. And it depends how many times you have dreamt the same thing. Maybe once, maybe twice, maybe third. Because one could be just putting memories in the right places. Because I was reading that somebody's dreaming is just to make sure that your mind, your brain, is able to put short-term things in a long-term thing. So sometimes dreams is not that big meaning. It's just understanding that if you dreamt once, it might be that it's just positioning in another location. But if you start dreaming the same dream or very similar pattern multiple times, we need to start asking why I'm dreaming the same pattern multiple times. And it might be that there's this unresolved issue. Number two is stress and anxiety. That means that if there's persisting dream, the same thing that you're dreaming, maybe there's some kind of stress, anxiety, and again, it's still showing up in your dream. Because if your conscious mind is stressed, your subconscious mind might be stressed as well, and it start to really play the same scenarios over and over again in your dream. So we can ask ourselves how we can work together with conscious and subconscious mind to really work on this stress or on this anxiety to make sure that we're able to fix that, overcome that, to make sure that we don't need to stress in conscious and subconscious mind. That we don't see those dreams again in our sleep. Because I know that when I went through life, there's a lot of challenges. Used to be sometimes I used to dream certain dreams, then they disappear because I going through different season, and they come back again, and then they disappear again. And it seems because sometimes it's just as a part of the season, and what kind of season you're in. Because I know that when I'm in a season of really trying to figure out, I have a tendency to dream myself or dreaming running away from something. I have run from anything. Like I have run from trials, I run from storms, from wolves, witches, like anything you mentioned. Probably I have run away from something. So that means that I was running away from making decision, or running away from something that really allows me to really go into that. I remember that when I finally made a decision, I was dreaming that I finally was standing still and waiting until the storm comes in and was able to go through it. And I stopped dreaming those dreams. So that means really allowing you to understand why you dream a certain dream allows you to say like, what kind of decision you need to make in a dream and what kind of decision you need to make in real life. And that could really change everything. It changed for me. Number 3 is symbolic message. And this is again, that means that we're able to look into what kind of things you're able to see in your dream. Maybe there is some kind of symbols that you're able to transfer, okay, what that means. Because sometimes it's just being able to really connect the dots allows to really to implement something in your day-to-day life. Because I truly believe that subconscious mind is very powerful. And for our conscious mind, it could be difficult sometimes to connect the dots. But if we're able to reflect just a little bit and say, okay, what my subconscious might be sending, what this symbol could mean for me right now, because we need to ask what I need now. Because at the end of the day, like it's need to ask what I need to do now with this symbol, what I need to do this now with this message. Because subconscious mind will always send the message what you need to do now. It will not send about the past, it will not send about the future. It's what to do now. Now, of course, it could be about the future, but again, we always need to ask what do you need to do, what we need to do now with that information that we could achieve that future that our genius potentially could show us. Number 4 is pattern recognition. Patterns. And this is again, it's very, very interesting that we're able to see patterns in our behavior, in our habits, in our routines, in our dreams. So what kind of patterns we're able to see? And maybe our mind wants to reinforce ideas, reinforce the things that we're working on, because it might be that we are looking to really make a change, potentially make a decision, and now because our conscious mind is focusing to find some kind of pattern that could allow us to make a decision. Now our conscious mind is working towards that as well to make sure that it helps us to make a decision. It helps us to really make a decision. And that means when we look into those patterns, all the ideas that we could potentially gather through the dreams could allow us to say like, yeah, our subconscious mind is agreeing with this pattern. Our conscious mind is agreeing to make this decision and moving forward. It's very, very powerful. Number 5 is desire for resolution. This is very, very important. Again, this is almost an unresolved issue. That means that it might be that you really want to make resolution, want to make a decision, but you do not make that final decision. Maybe you are at work that you hate for 5 years. And subconscious mind is looking for resolution, looking for something that really could be, I'm doing this on. And that's I made a decision that I will pursue this goal and I will do that until I succeed. So knowing that your dreams potentially could look for some kind of resolution, finally have that clear understanding what to do. Because if your conscious mind is always looking for resolution, that means that your subconscious mind is looking for resolution as well. And brain and our dreams could send the message, say, hey, it's time to make a decision. It's time to really understand what to do. Have the clarity and focus, the productivity that you're looking for. Because people are very, very powerful. Very powerful. And I have seen so many people who are massively gifted and talented because they just don't make decisions. They don't have this resolution. They just don't move forward. So that resolution is very, very important. Number 6 is psychological processing. So that means that it could be that just process information. That means that just dreams could be just process information. Because if you really go through a lot of things in a very short period of time, you don't have time during the day to process all things. So it might be that your dreams is just process information, understanding where to put that information. So it might be that this information goes there, this information goes there, because our subconscious mind is even much more powerful, as I said, than conscious. And we need time to consciously process information, and our subconscious mind needs time to really process information as well. It's pretty straightforward. And number 7 is, it could be like some kind of spiritual meaning. And of course, that means that it could be some kind of messages sent through our dreams, what we can really do, and it could be sent by subconscious mind, or maybe you can believe in faith, and maybe you believe that there is some other messages that could be sent. And it's very, very important to understand that dreams are important. Now, of course, I understand that awake life is much, much more important, but really understanding what kind of messages do we get in a dream, and really reflecting just a little bit, that sometimes could be very, very valuable. That's what I wanted to really share today, that don't neglect what you see in the dreams, and really just asking a few questions. How I could use this dream into my life right now, and it might be that you will find some few messages that encourages you to move forward, that encourages to solve some problems, that encourages you to make a difference in your day-to-day life. I truly believe that I have found some benefits from it, and I hope that you will find those as well. So I hope you choose to win, and I see you tomorrow.